What's up everyone, Buzzy here. Today, let's learn how to unlock a door that requires an X amount of money, cash, whatever number value that you would like to use to unlock it. So let's go ahead and get started. So inside of our workspace, let's go ahead and build our door. Now for my door, it's going to be the simplest, most basic part ever, but if you have a door model that you want to use for this, that works as well. Inside of my part, I'll be adding a surface UI with the text label inside of it, just to indicate to players how much money is required in order to pass through the door. Now you don't have to do this. This part is optional. It's purely for aesthetic reasons. But for me, I just like to know, how much money is required to pass through the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it requires 100 money to pass through the door. And then once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and add one more thing. This is very crucial. So inside of our part itself, what we want to do is scroll down in properties. We're going to click add attribute, and we want to add a number value. And the name of this number value is going to be whatever number value that you use for your leader stats later. So for me, in this case, it's going to be monies. If it's cash, if it's, minutes played, it's whatever you want. And then set the amount of the number value, however much it's going to cost to pass through the door. So for me, it's going to cost 100. So I'll set it to 100, which to the attribute that I just added right now. Sweet. So that's basically it in terms of setting up the door. Now, because I do want to make multiple doors of this, what I want to do is inside of my workspace, I'm going to go ahead and create a folder and name it gates. Now I'm going to go ahead and, drag the door model that I just made inside of this folder. And what I'm going to do is actually duplicate this model 2 more times. And now I will have 3 doors, but each door is going to cost a different amount of money. So what I want to do is inside of my text label, I'm just going to go ahead and indicate to players how much money it's actually going to cost through these doors. And of course, most importantly, changing the attribute number value to represent how much money it costs to unlock it. So in this case, the number value is going to be 500 for the 500 money door, and then 1,000 for the 1,000 money door. Awesome. Sweet. So we're almost done in terms of setting it up. So what we want to do is go ahead and rename our doors to whatever you would like. It really doesn't matter just because we are already setting the attributes, but just for me, just so that I know which door is what, I'm just going to go ahead and rename it. Doesn't really matter. All right, we are almost done. So inside of server script service, if you don't have a leader stats created already, go ahead and create one. So I already have one created, but let me go ahead and walk you guys through what I created and what is really important. Now, where it says points.name, make sure that same name is going to reflect the attribute name that you used. So that means, remember how in the properties menu earlier, I set the number value title to money, then just make sure you change the points.name in your leader stats to money as well. If it's cash, then you write cash. If you write hours, then it's hours, okay? That's very important. If it doesn't match, if the names don't match, it will not work. I promise you that. Okay, so once that's done, let's go ahead and add a local script inside of starter player scripts. So we have a few variables, one which references the door folder that we created. Sorry, I know I said gates earlier, but I meant to say door. And then we're gonna go ahead and set how many seconds we want our door to close right after it opens. We have a get service players as well as a debounce. We're gonna do for IV in pairs, where door is our variable. And essentially, we set it so that anytime a player touches our door parts, it's going to check to make sure that it is a humanoid. And if it is a humanoid, then it's going to go ahead and, the rest of the code is going to occur. What it's going to do is, if the player is touching the door, it's going to check to make sure that the player has the required amount of money in order to pass through it. If they don't, then it's not going to work. But if they do, then obviously the money is going to, the door is going to be open, and then the transparency can collide. The properties of it is going to change. Wait however many seconds, so 1 second in this case, and then it's just going to go ahead and revert back to normal. And of course, most importantly, setting our debounce back to false so that, if a player wants to unlock that door again, they will be able to unlock that door. Okay, so let's go ahead and test out our script. So we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and get some monies, and let's go through the door that requires 100 monies to unlock. Perfect, it works. Let's go ahead and go through, try unlocking the 500. Obviously it's not working because I don't have 500 monies yet. So let's go ahead and get some money. I have 400, 500, there you go. Let's go ahead and try unlocking that, and there you go, it works. Cool. And then the same thing applies to the $1,000 money to door. So yeah, so because I have 500, I can unlock the 500 as well as the 100. But yeah, as always, if you guys enjoyed this content, please give us a like, comment, and a subscribe. Full scripts and models will be posted on our website, link down below in the description. Have fun creating, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.